Sewing is not an expensive hobby. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. Yes, a sewing machine is sort of essential, and we'll talk about that, but once you have one, you can do the vast majority of things with less than $50 worth of tools. Today, I want to talk about what I consider to be the essential starter kit for a beginner sewist. So if you're interested in starting sewing and want to get yourself set up for your first project, this video is for you. Let's talk about sewing machines for a second. While I very much hope that there's a quaint community somewhere on the internet that exclusively hand sews, sewing machines were a phenomenal invention, in terms of efficiency, but also in terms of durability. You can get an entry-level machine for $150 to $250. Both Singer and Brother make reliable models at that price point, but you also might be surprised what you can find if you just ask around. I have no actual evidence to back this up, but based on a lot of conversations, I estimate that somewhere between 20 and 60% of households have a sewing machine buried in a closet that nobody is using. They also pop up on Facebook Marketplace and secondhand shops like Savers all the time. 1. Scissors. You'll definitely need a pair of fabric scissors. You can't cut fabric with paper scissors, and you shouldn't cut paper with fabric scissors. 2. Pins. I like longer ones with big flat heads, but anything really will work. 3. Measuring. If you want to sew clothes, you definitely need a measuring tape to get accurate body measurements. You could make do with just that if you're strictly copying patterns, but a straight edge measuring tool is hugely helpful. I love these clear ones. 4. Marking. Tailors chalk is my favorite, but you can literally use anything. Just make sure it'll come out easily if you're marking areas that will be visible in your final piece. And last but not least, number 5, the seam ripper, the Control Z of sewing. Now, in addition to those tools, which you'll use again and again, every project is probably going to require thread and fabric. Personally, I think matching thread is pretty overrated. Close enough is close enough. I bought a bunch of thread from Facebook Marketplace for like $20 years ago, and I can almost always find something that matches well enough within that. Fabric can similarly be found on the cheap at secondhand shops like Savers or eBay. I'll do another video that goes into a bit more detail about how I source my fabric, but I strongly recommend thrifting a sheet for your first couple projects. So get yourself a sewing machine, fabric scissors, some pins, measuring tape, a marking tool, and a seam ripper, and get sewing.